What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City transfer update. Before I crack on with this video, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, you want to help to support my channel, then do subscribe, press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. I am aiming for 19,000 subscribers. We're now less than 800 subs away, so any help towards that would be brilliant. Don't forget, also, you can find my social media links. They're in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen. If you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram, my email also in the description below too. If you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries, leave a thumbs up as well if you do enjoy this video. Aiming for 300 likes, that is the like goal. So again, that would be fantastic if we could hit that. Also, leave your thoughts in the comments below of what you made of these transfers. And also, don't forget to go and check out my Twitch. Go and follow me on my Twitch. You can find the link to that in the description. Without further ado, let's crack on with this video, and we're first going to start with some contract news. So I want to say a big congratulations to Mebude on winning his first professional contract, and it's at Manchester City as well. What a club to go and do it. 17 years old, he must be absolutely ecstatic, so a big congratulations to him, wishing him all the best on his successful footballing career. And the same goes to Harvey Griffiths as well, who has also signed his first professional contract with Manchester City and is also aged 17. So Manchester City signing up a couple of youth prospects there for us who are going to go into Manchester City's academy. So big up to both of them. Huge congratulations. Now, moving on to the outs, we've got an update on Raheem Sterling. The Athletic, they're reporting that Real Madrid, they're keen on him after his impressive performances at the European Championships with England. Real Madrid, their priority is Kylian Mbappe. However, that's a very difficult, very expensive transfer to get done, and apparently one of them contingencies to Kylian Mbappe is Raheem Sterling. It's believed, according to The Athletic, that Manchester City are valuing Sterling at around 90 million euros. Raheem Sterling is debating on signing a new contract at Manchester City. He wasn't happy with the playing time last season. He wasn't happy that he apparently been offered to Tottenham Hotspur in exchange for a Manchester City trying to sign Harry Kane, and so because of that, he has been linked with the exit door, and he is reluctant to sign a new contract at Manchester City, which City are going to offer Raheem Sterling after the European Championships have come to a head after this Sunday. I imagine Raheem Sterling will stay at City this summer, and he will wait to see what his playing time is like going into the new season. If he can carry his form over from the Euros and with England to Manchester City, I'll tell you right now, he'll be starting games for Manchester City. And if he carries on assisting and scoring goals, and it carries on into the club football as well, he'll be on a new deal and he'll be starting a lot of games. He's been scintillating for England, and I'm confident he can do the same for Manchester City as well. And I did say 7-8 weeks ago, the European Championships was a great opportunity for Raheem Sterling if he could get into the team to get that confidence that he needed to kick on, because quite frankly the only problem he was having at City was he just looked, well, gone. Didn't look like he had any confidence whatsoever. Looks like a different player now, and I'm happy for him, and I'm happy for him to come back to Manchester City to prove everyone wrong and to show what he can do. I believe in Raheem Sterling. I think he's a fantastic football player. Consistency is what is needed. He's got the confidence boost, so I hope he can go and do it at City as well. Now, moving on to our other out story. It's a confirmed transfer. Filip Stevanovic, he has left Manchester City and he's joined Heerenveen on a 2-year loan. That's very interesting. Not just one season. It's going to be 2 seasons out in the Netherlands. It's a good move to him, for him. It's a highly reputable club as well. So I hope Filip goes out there and goes and smashes it. I do wish him all the best of luck. Now, moving on to the ins. Couple of interesting stories. The first is Sergio Ramos. We know from yesterday's transfer update that Sergio Ramos has signed for Paris Saint-Germain, and more details have come out about this transfer, including the interest. Now, Goal, they've been reporting that he has turned down Arsenal and Manchester City, that's Sergio Ramos, to join Paris Saint-Germain. PSG apparently appealed to him more because of their ambition. Quite frankly, it means they're willing to give him starts and pay him more money, is what that means. And that's why it's appealed to him more than Manchester City and Arsenal. Apparently Man City made him a nice positive offer that he did consider. The offer was 2 years playing for Manchester City, of course in Manchester, and then he'd do a further 3 years as part of the CFG playing for New York City Football Club in the United States of America. Quite frankly, it didn't make any sense for Sergio Ramos to sign for Manchester City. We've got 4 quality centre-backs already at this club: Ruben Diaz, John Stones, Aymeric Laporte and Nathan Ake. Sergio Ramos, he's going to be struggling for game time and getting into the Manchester City squad. He isn't getting any younger either, into his 30s now. He's left Real Madrid. He wants to be going to a club where he's going to be able to make a difference, where he's going to be starting game after game after game, which he will get at PSG. He wouldn't get that at Manchester City. So unless a centre-back was to leave, there's just no promises that could be made from City. So I'd be very surprised if this story was true. I just don't see how it could be, considering we've still got 4 top-class centre-backs already at this club. City won't be looking for a quality 5th player. If we're looking for a 5th player, I imagine we'd be looking towards a youth prospect, with Eric Garcia leaving City, of course, and joining Barcelona on a free contract. We obviously missed out with a chance of Taylor Harwood-Bellis, as he's headed out on loan instead to Anderlecht. So yeah, there is a little space there for a young player maybe that could be developed. We'll have to wait and see. If not, we will just head into the season with 4 senior centre-backs, which is more than enough when we only play 2 centre-backs in a game. And Kyle Walker could also cover in there as well, and so can Fernandinho. So yeah, it just isn't a priority at all. It has been reported that City will have a look at Ben White, though, if a centre-back does leave Manchester City this summer. Arsenal are also keen on signing Ben White from Brighton. Fee has been reported to be around £45 to £50 million, which, yeah, I'm not keen on that deal. Anyway, moving on to our final story. The meat, the interesting bit. Antoine Griezmann. This is interesting. City are in contact with Antoine Griezmann's agent and his representatives, which includes Antoine Griezmann's sister, who City have been in regular contact with apparently for over 12 months. And they're discussing a deal. City had deemed Griezmann last summer too expensive. Barcelona are willing to reduce the price, the asking price for him, as they're struggling for money. Quite frankly, they want Antoine Griezmann off their wage bill so they can finally register Eric Garcia, Memphis Depay and Sergio Aguero as new players and get Lionel Messi put on a reduced wage but on a new contract. They cannot do that at this moment in time, as they cannot be registered due to La Liga's restrictions on the wage caps that they've got over in Spain. So they have to sell players first. Antoine Griezmann is one of the biggest earners there. And that's probably the biggest stumbling block upon this move. Now, we have spoke about in previous videos about Antoine Griezmann before. I have given my thoughts already on them, so if you just want to go onto my channel and click the one where I've put Antoine Griezmann in the title and thumbnail, I'll go into more details about my thoughts on Griezmann. But the update on him is that his agent will be in the United Kingdom next week. He's going to be meeting with some English clubs, is what has been reported, and Manchester City are believed to be one of them clubs. Barcelona, they're exploring a route to get their wage bill down to sell Antoine Griezmann, and there is a possibility that he could leave. At this moment in time, Man City are being linked, and there isn't considered to be anything more than that at this moment in time. His wages are believed to be a massive stumbling block on this deal. This has all been reported by the Daily Star, by the way, and so there is doubts already about whether he would be joining Manchester City. However, we have had further developments since that story came out, and this is why I wanted to take a little bit of time to really talk about this. Now, some sources in Spain have been suggesting that Manchester City, they're in contact with Griezmann's representatives. They want to talk with them about the possibility of making a transfer happen. So I don't know whether this is indicating perhaps that Antoine Griezmann is willing to reduce his wage to join Manchester City. City have a very strict control over their wage structure. They will not break their wage structure for anyone. I don't even think we'd do it for Lionel Messi, so we certainly wouldn't do it for Antoine Griezmann. If he wanted to join Manchester City, he'd go on the Manchester City pay scale, which means he'd be one of the highest earners, but he wouldn't be the highest earner. That's not how City do things. That would upset the dressing room, and City could take squad harmony and how the players feel about their pay and things like that. They take that very seriously. So like I said before, it already automatically cast doubts on that deal. But if Griezmann is willing to take a wage reduction, he's willing to come into the team and work as hard as what he did at Atletico Madrid under Diego Simeone, then I have no doubt that Antoine Griezmann would be a fantastic football player for Manchester City. Personally, I feel like this transfer is more smoke and mirrors. I feel like it's just more of a fantasy signing rather than anything realistic. To me, if there was to be contingencies on striking positions on Harry Kane, I reckon we'd probably be looking at the two players from Inter Milan, Romelu Lukaku and Lautaro Martinez, who hasn't at this moment in time been linked with Manchester City all too often, but he has been linked in the past. I think they're more realistic transfers to get done. They're more realistic on their wages and on their price to bring them in as well. So we'll see what happens with that. I suspect over the next few weeks, maybe the next week or two, with the European Championships and the Copa America coming to an end, that things are really going to start to accelerate. Because let's face the facts, in what, 4 weeks or so, the season's going to get going again. Pre-season's just round the corner. So yeah, we're just not that far away from the football season getting back underway again. Now, obviously, it's going to be a busy July. It's going to be a very busy August as well. The window doesn't shut until the end of August. So when the season starts, isn't the team that Man City are going to stick with. So it gives us an extended amount of time to get things done. But Manchester City are going to have to be talking with players, with representatives, with clubs and with agents to get deals sorted, because deals take time. Deals don't just appear out of nowhere. That is not how the transfer market works. The transfer market works, it takes weeks and weeks and weeks. Sometimes months. Look at Jadon Sancho. It's taken over a year to get that transfer done. It takes time. So when Man City are getting linked with players, they'll have been in contact probably weeks, maybe even months ago with in terms of these players. So it does suggest maybe that Antoine Griezmann could be a bit of a serious transfer that City are taking seriously, because we have been in contact in the past. So we have been umming and ahhing about making a move and being kept up to date for over a year is what is being suggested. So City could well choose to make a move, but it would all depend on whether he'd fit the system, on whether he is a player of interest to Manchester City. At this moment in time, it seems very much like it's Harry Kane, the player that they want. And if it isn't Harry Kane, then City may settle on signing no striker, and they could instead look towards the attack and maybe bring in Jack Grealish. But both of them transfers would probably be more expensive than what it would to bring someone like Lukaku, like Martinez, like Griezmann into Manchester City. And of course, we have been exploring Lionel Messi as well. The longer that goes on, the more realistic it becomes that he may leave Barcelona. So who knows where Man City are going to go this summer with transfers. But I am looking forward to keeping everyone up to date with that every step of the way. So do make sure you have subscribed, press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on to be notified immediately for when I do upload. It is free to subscribe. 19k subscribers, less than 800 subs away. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Don't forget also social media links in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen. If you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram, my email also in the description below too. If you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business enquiries, leave a thumbs up as well if you do enjoy this video. 300 likes is the like goal. And also don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comments below of what you made of these transfers. Antoine Griezmann, yay or nay? Sergio Ramos, Man City had made an offer for him. What's your thoughts on that? And don't forget also to leave your well wishes for Filip Stevanovic, who leaves Manchester City, and also for Mebude and Harvey Griffiths, who signed their first professional deals at Manchester City. And don't forget, Twitch link, that's in the description below as well if you want to go and follow me on my Twitch. I think we're on, what, 6 followers? I want to get that up to 10. I've never used Twitch before, so I don't know what a good number is on there. So if you haven't already, I am going to be posting some live streams pretty soon for everyone to look out for. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well, and I'll be back again religiously tomorrow for the next daily Manchester City transfer update. I hope everyone has a fantastic rest of their day, has a fantastic weekend as well, and I'll see you all again soon. I've been JSGC. Peace. Ciao for now.